No white cross on this flag, and yet watchmaking know-how, often reserved for Switzerland, is indeed present in the French capital. The proof is here once again on Rue de Faubourg Saint-Honoré in the heart of Paris, with a young brand, but one whose ideas are flowing as quickly as the cars and planes from which it is inspired. A beautiful meeting between Swiss-made and French design. However, don't speak of a three-hand watch here. Only one is needed at Reservoir, and the reason is simple. Its founder, a lover of watchmaking, but above all a man who's passionate about measuring instruments, had fun drawing inspiration from old counters. Reservoir started from a simple idea, which is that the counters don't work like a watch, while Reservoir works like a counter. I took the example of a 1960s Mini Cooper dashboard. We find a single hand which goes from 0 to its maximum position. We have a fuel gauge here, which is a power reserve in watchmaking, and a jumping hour that we have in the form of an odometer. When I was inspired by that, I made a watch out of it, and it looks like that. We find our power reserve at the bottom, our jumping hour and our single hand, which will go from 0 to its maximum position. There's 10:59 a.m. and there's 11 a.m. A Reservoir family which now has 3 members who've already had plenty of offspring. Between land and sea and air, Reservoir invites us to discover its 3 key themes. So, on land, we'll find everything to do with cars and motorcycles. In the air, we're going to find planes, but not only that, we're going to find helicopters, we're going to find rockets. And then at sea, or under the sea, we'll find submarines or diving gauges, for example. And to demonstrate the efficiency of your timepieces, what better way than to place them in a real-life situation? In the automobile sector, we made an association with the IDEX Sport team during the last 24 hours of Le Mans, where we placed 24 watches in the car, the GT Tour Black Skeleton. We also work at sea with a professional diving photographer who's passionate about sustainable development and the preservation of corals, Greg Lecoeur, who was voted the best underwater photographer in the world. He wears a hydrosphere reservoir for all of his expeditions around the world. On the price side, the brand has chosen to move towards affordable luxury. Count on spending between 3,800 and 4,500 euros to treat yourself to one of these pieces. It's nevertheless possible to opt for models with more precious materials, such as pink gold and palladium, with a price range of 17,000 to 22,000 euros. With the automobile, aviation, and the marine world, Reservoir thus offers itself an inexhaustible source of inspiration, with counters that change appearance according to the brands and times. We set off aboard this splendid Jaguar 420, which reminds us of the typical British design of the 1950s. And what could be more chic than having a timepiece of the same caliber?